Ну что, всех привет, и мы продолжаем ее все-таки играть до сих пор. Точнее, продолжаем ее проходить, но вы это увидите только когда все я сделаю. Ха, такие дела. Ну что, погнали. Вот это нам загрузить надо. Так, я так не помню. Так, находка, находка, находка. Кредитка. Так, на крышу. А, теперь мы здесь, да? Хорошо, теперь белая простыня. Платок.
Lily had often wished to go to the zoo to feed the animals. It was even more beautiful than she had imagined.
Так, хорошо, теперь мы его... Вот так,
Lily
опа.
knew that you could use starch to stiffen up laundry. It wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. Well, who said it? Now Lily had a stiff towel with holes.
Тоже замечательно. Теперь у нас жесткое полотенце стало. Погнали, Джек-пчела.
Hello, stranger. Before you say anything, please take a deep breath. And is that what freedom smells like? Or is it just regular air consisting of oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, soot from the asylum's new chimney, and a touch of diesel oil from the garage? Ah. I don't want to seem melodramatic, but I'm somewhat skeptical about this so-called freedom. Ever since Dr. Marcel started neglecting his duties as head of this asylum, it's us, the patients, that carry the burden of creating our own boundaries. And before I'm able to measure up to this freedom, I do have to ask myself a few things. Maybe there are such things as good boundaries. And even in an ideal case, can I really decide where my own freedom starts and stops? It so happens that no one is preventing me from leaving the asylum. Does that mean I'm free? Can I just fly away, spread my wings, and leap from the asylum roof? The urge is there. Just like any bee, I long to buzz across fields of flowers collecting honey. But I'm still fighting it. Something about this freedom stinks.
И чё?
I'm skeptical. Although I have the urge to spread my wings and can ask.
Ну это я все прекрасно понимаю, чё. Так. Понятно. Так, чё у нас? У нас вот это, да? Играть с огнем. Что-то звук никакого не было непонятного. Так, хорошо.
That smells good. But even if the illusion is almost perfect, it's only artificial flavors and chemical esters. An almost perfect illusion, but not real. Like with everything here in the asylum, it's only a half-hearted attempt to trick us into thinking that we're free. And now that no one is stopping us from leaving the asylum, it provides us with a welcome excuse to refuse to leave. Right you are, stranger. I'm just running away from my responsibilities. The responsibility to myself, to accept the deal that the world out there has offered me. I thank you. I've made up my mind. I can't just sit around here doing nothing anymore. I should buzz across fields of flowers and collect honey. Toodaloo, asylum. Hey-ho, freedom.
Lily was glad that she had helped the bee man. Soon he would be in a better place.
Я уже понимаю, в каком месте будет он. Ну все, уходим отсюда. Так, теперь на последнем нам надо сделать вот так вот, да? Бля, а что так тихая музыка такая, я что не понимаю. То громко, то тихо. Ну, пускай тихо и будет музыка, ничего страшного. Но не настолько тихо, ну вообще тихо, ну ладно. Так, погнали. Там прям написано комната наблюдения. Так, комната наблюдения мы находимся.
Yikes!
Ёпта.
What are you doing here? Are you actually dead? Too bad. I could use a little entertainment, but the doctor told me not to talk to other people. At least not living ones. Sorry. But I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Опа. Да. Так. Железная дверь. Кладовую, что ли, мне надо? А зачем мне сюда? Так. Так, секунду. Не говори, что игра заглючила, и я ничего сделать не могу.
The sheets were spotlessly white.
Да, игра опять заглючила. Ну как это играть-то, блин, а? Так, хорошо, сохраняемся мы. На тебя сохранить. Так, перезаписать. Секунду, сейчас вернемся скоро. Так, я снова здесь, господа. Я не знаю, как это все работает, без понятия, почему так глючит эта игра, без понятия. Ну что, берем так, делаем опять, точнее, делаем, что мы хотели сделать.
Oh dear, Lily really had managed to ruin the sheet. But perhaps a sheet with 2 eye holes could be good for something.
Так, и как мне это сделать? И так, что ли? Или мне сделать вот так вот, оба?
Yikes! A ghost! How sweet! Finally, someone to talk to. You have to help me. Dr. Marcel is wrongfully keeping me here in the asylum. Isn't there anything that you and your ghost buddies can do about it? Curse him? Deprive him of his sleep? Drag him into the 7th circle of hell and torture him for all eternity with red-hot needles? Oh, come on. I've done so much for you. I've performed obscure rituals, sacrificed chickens, danced naked. Although when I think about it, I'm not sure if it was really a ghost that asked me to do that. Ugh. I don't feel so well. Could you please take off your head while we're talking? Oh man, you're not very talkative. Can't you help me at all? Great! Look at this! The doctor is forcing me to knit these stuffed rabbits. No idea what he needs them for, but I'm not very good at it. Maybe you could lend me a hand. Wait! I'll push some of the fabric through the hatch.
Ну все, готово, мы это сделали. Так, дальше мы идем в туалет, получается, да? Так, зеленую подушку кладем.
No, no, no. You're discoloring the laundry.
А почему?
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the green urinal as much as you like.
Это можно по-всякому делать, понятное дело. Красный на красный.
What do you
я
have
так
there?
понимаю,
Let
да?
me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the red urinal as much as you like.
Так, у нас теперь желтый есть, замечательно.
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the yellow urinal as much as you like.
Что-то я не понимаю, а это надо что-то делать? Синяя ткань к синим?
What do you have there? Let me see. Oh, very good. You obviously understand the basic principle. Go ahead and use the blue urinal as much as you like.
Что надо перекрасить, я не понимаю. Что-то нифига не понимаю, что надо делать.
Viddy, 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 whoosh! Welcome to the laundrette. That was your cue to say, this is supposed to be a laundrette, and I'll answer, of course. Oh, admittedly, it's a little rustic, but necessity is the mother of invention. Mother knows best. And now we're doing our laundry in the urinals. Too wishy-washy for you? What other choice do we have? Exactly none. You don't have to, you know.
Struggle jug.
Too bad. Come.
Так, я с ними уже общался со всеми, да? Со всеми я уже общался, так. А это кто? Петра. Питер. Петра Питер. Андриан.
How nice! You
Struggle jug.
Too bad. Come here.
Struggle jug.
don't, Droggy. You have to forgive him. He's colorblind, as we all are. Peter mixes up his reds and his greens. Adrian mixes up his reds and his yellows. Droggy mixes up his greens and his blues. And I mix up my yellows and my greens. Funny, isn't it?
Lily didn't want to start enough. Fortunately, Adrian, Petra, Druggle Juggle, and Peter. This.
You.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
And
Это, кажется, мы уже читали. А мы чё? Мы же брали эту подушку уже.
Druggle,
Don't forget.
Druggle, and was Bravo. Since
We can do.
does that no?
Lily, Petra, and
Так, подожди. Ходим в коридор. Что-то непонятное. А что мне теперь? Подожди. Брокколи. Вот мне пицца же есть. Пицца. И что мне делать? Получается... Так. Ёб твою мать, а. Ой, не-не. Пойдем в туалет, значит. Пойдем в туалет. Туалет. Вот туалет. Мы здесь. Так, банан надо покрасить, если не ошибаюсь, красный цвет получить, да?
how about that? Red bananas.
Чё мне не просто так? Помидоры, вот черника. Черника в желтый цвет.
How about that? Yellow blueberries.
Желтый черника. Чё мне просто так? А помидоры могут быть зеленые?
How about that? Green tomatoes.
Значит, водички выпью. Короче, такие дела. Хорошо. Так. И последний у нас что там остается? Брокколи, да? Ну, понятно, что синий.
How about that? Blue broccoli.
Так, вот, да? Теперь мы что делаем дальше?
One spermy margarita pizza, please.
И как мне сюда кидать? Короче, кидать как тем, да?
Red bananas. Yellow blueberries. Green tomatoes. Blue broccoli.
Так, подожди. Я что-то не то сделал-то. Так, убрать пиццу.
Red bananas, green tomato, blue, yellow,
Даже я тебя сюда...
Lily food. And when Lily knew she wasn't supposed to play with her food. Food was such a sore loser. And when it started acting up, Lily would get scared. Red bananas.
И так должно же быть, я что-то не понимаю. Ну, погнали. Ой, не знаю, не понимаю вообще здесь. Что это так придумали вообще? Ну, любит он банан, потому что они желтые. Так, пицца.
Ah, the pizza. Well then. Superb, superb.
Great! I wish I were as good on the phone as you.
Druggle jug.
And Peter is satisfied too.
Satisfied? How could I be satisfied in such a world, in which the only moments worth living for are those when the pizza arrives with the right toppings?
That means yes.
We owe you one.
Peter almost starved to death.
It's not that bad. I've already lost all hope of dying honorably anyway.
Druggle jug. Well said. Now that the food is taken care of, let us begin the game.
Don't you want to play too, sweetie? You'll see. It'll be incredibly fun.
If you take pleasure in such excessive self-degradation.
That and a dice cup.
Druggle jug.
Uh-huh.
So be it. Then follow us into the world of Hoth Motigor. Your group has set up camp near the infamous Goblin Gorge.
Lily found herself in a clearing. The campfire was crackling, and the wind whipped through her clothes.
You can hear the war drums of the goblins in the distance. This is your last rest before the great battle.
Lily did in fact hear drums. An enormous army seemed to be waiting for them in the nearby mountains.
Wait, are you telling the story or am I?
What?
It's just that I see that you don't have the Dungeon Master's screen in front of you. And I'm pretty sure that the Dungeon Master is recognized by his Dungeon Master's screen.
That's ridiculous. I'm the narrator. I don't need a...
Well, then why don't you be the Dungeon Master then? I'm curious how you'll do without any battle value tables or source books.
What? But that's...
That's what I thought. And now, move over.
Ow! Hey! You can't just...
Where was I? Oh, yes. You're here on the orders of the king to drive the goblins from the gorge. There are rumors that the goblins have dammed up the Pink River. This has turned Hothmotagor's most important memorial into a reservoir, the Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Also sitting at the fire is a mysterious local guide. You're tired from the journey, but sleep is far from your mind. Goblin scouts could be lurking anywhere. The black magician Petrula, the noble Sir Drogalot, and the amusing juggler Snippo
I want a different role.
Shush.
are gathering their strength for the battle. Only the Amazonian barbarian warrioress Lilligrim,
Huh? That's you.
only the Amazonian barbarian warrior Lilligrim is restless. It's your move, Lilligrim. What will you do?
Так, у меня ничего нету, погнали.
Hello, Lilligrim. Would you like to be amused by my funny pranks? Then watch me. And are you amused?
Yes, it doesn't just look like it. I am actually juggling only one ball. And I know how ridiculous that must seem. My character sheet said that I, the comical Snippo, have the marvelous ability to juggle 55 balls at once. But as much as I would have liked to imagine what such a thing would look like, the mysterious traveler thought I should just juggle one ball instead, because it's much more contemplative, and as long as my shame or boredom doesn't cause me to spontaneously combust, then I'll stick to that. If you have a better suggestion. You think I should try it without any balls? Bravo. You found the only way to increase my boredom even more. On the other hand, if I juggle without a ball, I might be able to take a quick nap. No one seems to object to sleeping around here.
Don't startle me like that. Can't you see I'm watching the kettle? If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm brewing a diabolical magic potion, of course. Well, it's actually a calming tea. I really wanted to conjure some coffee demons, but they don't let you get any sleep. And we do need our strength for the battle. Now I have to watch the kettle before it starts to whistle. The traveler has such sensitive ears. Don't you want to sleep? I wonder why. Because I'm really exhausted. Oh, if you're staying up anyway, do you think you could watch the kettle? Oh, great. Then I can finally get some sleep. As you know, we need our strength for... battle.
Good! The ball was stuck, but the pressure in the cauldron still wasn't enough for something to happen.
Hello, Lilygrim. You're still up? You should get some rest. I'll keep guard and make sure the fire doesn't go out. Don't look so grim. Your thirst for action is honorable, but the mysterious traveler is right. Strength lies in tranquility.
Lilygrim felt like screaming at the brave Sir Drogalot. She hadn't traveled all the way to Goblin Gorge just to sleep, but something kept her from losing her temper. Fuming, she turned away from her companion. Her eyes fell on the quiet traveler who had listened to the entire conversation. Was that a smile she saw beneath the hood?
Are you worried about the fire? Usually, I'd agree with you. Those few logs are certainly not enough to keep the fire burning through the night. Plus, the best things always happen to you when you go into the forest looking for firewood. You find treasure maps, fall into enchanted wells, or meet merchants with magical amulets. Maybe I should
relax a little and call it a day. That's what you wanted to say, right?
The traveler is right. There doesn't always have to be an adventure, and the night is pretty warm. I'll wait up to put the last log on the fire. Then I'll turn in too. Are you as tired as I am?
Опа, уснул. Роль игрока спать. Замечательно, берем полено.
You try putting the logs on the fire. Roll for sneak and hide so Sadragalot doesn't wake up. Done! The logs were in the fire.
But child, what are you doing? This noise can't possibly be good for the group harmony. Without wanting to rush you, maybe now is the time for controlled, well-considered action. If you proceed with the required calm, I'm sure you'll be able to defuse the situation before there's a disaster. I really must insist you stop making that sound. Can't you see that you're threatening to destroy the idyllic calm?
But that's to arms! They've declared war on us! Sound the horn!
That sound. I have to keep calm. No. Enough. I can't take it anymore. This noise is driving me crazy. I'm losing control. To arms.
Finally, the fun part of the role-playing game began. The group stormed the battlefield with no restraint. They were led by Lilligren, who furiously swung her berserker sword in circles. And as the dice rolled in the institution, so did the heads of goblins in Hoth Modagor. It seems it is a good idea to occasionally vent your rage. It was a short battle. The goblins were powerless against the fury unleashed by the group. The plans of the Goblin King were thwarted.
Lilligrim found the defeated monarch cowering beneath one of the support beams of the dam.
Lily. Poor, foolish Lily. That was a terrible mistake.
Lilligrim was still wondering what he meant when she heard an ominous crack above her. When the pink floods had subsided, our heroes were faced with an incredible sight. The Valley of Unpleasant Memories.
Will you look at that?
I have to admit, I'm really blown away.
We shouldn't be here.
Ha! You've always been quite the comedian, Snippo.
No, I mean it. This valley is cursed. I heard that. Wait a second. Lily?
What's wrong with her?
Do we get XPs now?
Lily had seen the truth. I'm sure you can imagine how she felt at that moment. You can't? Oh well. Who knows what really goes on in the mind of a little girl?
Do you feel all right, little girl? Little girl? Hello? Are you okay? I was worried, you know? Brr. Am I crazy, or did it just get colder in here?
Ну вот и мы продолжаем. Оказывается, она узнала правду. Ну что, на этом ноте мы остановимся, господа. Уже увидим в следующей серии. Я не знаю, сколько серий будет по этой игре еще, но я думаю, скоро мы уже должны прийти к концовке. На этом все. Увидимся в следующей серии. Других упражнений. Все, удачи вам и пока.